Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I cannot believe that it is already mid-September and the weather is getting colder and all that sort of thing. Fall is actually like my favorite season. However, where I live, I swear only lasts for maybe like a month and then it's pretty much winter already. So that's unfortunate, but it is one of my favorite seasons. And so with that being said, I thought I would come on here and share with you my favorite bags for fall. And this is kind of transitioning into winter because like I said, it's really a short season in terms of fall for where I live, but these bags sort of transition really well into the colder winter months as well. Of course, I'm going to show specific bags from my collection. However, these are more sorts of, the colors and the textures and the materials that I gravitate towards in terms of the season, not necessarily like these are the specific bags that I only carry sort of thing. Because I do find my collection is quite, in the neutral colors. There's of course blacks, browns, but also like beiges and taupes and that sort of thing. And so I do find my bags do transition well really all year round. I honestly wear them all year round. So again, these are more so just a couple examples of what I like to wear. So starting off, of course, it's basically like back to school, not back to work because I've been working throughout all summer, but that sort of atmosphere. So a lot of these of course are the totes because I'm going to work 5 days a week sort of thing, although of course now I'm on a hybrid system, so I only go in about 3 days a week into the office. But with that being said, of course a lot of the bags that I'm looking at are in the larger side on the totes. And so not only am I looking for like color wise being kind of the darker palette, so blacks, I really love the rich browns for fall, dark grays, those sorts of things, but I'm also kind of looking at the texture, the material as well. So of course, along with it getting cold really quickly and then turning into the winter season or winter weather, I tend to like to gravitate towards things that are really easy to keep and maintain. So along with the darker colors, that means something like a nylon. So one of my favorite bags is something like the Longchamp totes in nylon, but also this Kate Spade tote. I have a video on this, multiple videos on this, so if you would like more information, I'll definitely link that down in the description. But something like this is perfect. It's really roomy, so I can fit all of my things that I need for work, but it's a nylon material, so super easy to wipe clean if it's raining or snowing outside. So that's really nice. With it being black, of course, even if it does get dirty, you don't really easily see it. So in terms of like the wear and tear of it, the look of it, it still looks really pristine no matter how long that I've had it. Another thing that I really like as well is the strap drop. Of course, as the weather gets colder here, I start to wear jackets, thicker coats, those sorts of things. So having a really nice drop is really great because then I don't have to struggle when I'm trying to put this over my shoulder to carry it because it has that generous drop. So in terms of like having a big puffy coat or something, this is super easy to put on. And another kind of tote that I love is something like this nice brown from Longchamp. This one is from their Le Foulonné line, and something like this is super great for, I'd say, the fall autumn weather. I love this with kind of the oranges and the taupes and that sort of thing. So this is also a bag that I really like. Another thing, of course, this one and the previous Kate Spade tote that I just showed has the zipper. So that's also really nice. Of course, it's the added security, but also in terms of if it's like bad weather and it's raining or something, it's kind of nice to just have something to close it off to help prevent any of that kind of getting into the bag and then getting my things wet and that sort of thing. So this is another bag that I really like. Of course, I have my Matte Nap backpack. I also have a video on that. So backpacks and things that are just hands-free I find are really great because then again, I can keep my hands in my pocket. I just no fuss, don't need to worry about it when I'm trying to get to places. And then another thing is also with the cold weather, I do kind of think about the glazing because I find when it gets to extremely cold weather, it's really easy for glazing on bags to crack. So something like this is really great. Not only is this super easy to, again, throw over my shoulder and kind of go around, it's a nice black leather hobo style tote as well. Just really nice for the colder weather. But on top of that, there's actually no glazing on this apart from like the zipper pull. So this is really great and it's kind of like no fuss. I don't need to worry about the wear in terms of the glazing really cracking if I use this a ton. So this is also something that I do really like. And kind of going into smaller bags, again with kind of that nylon trend, something like this Burberry tote that I have. This is actually a pouch which I've converted into a tote. I also have, of course, the Prada pouch that I've converted into a bag. So these are super great, I find, for the colder weather. They're, again, nylon, so really carefree. I don't have to worry too much about it. This one in particular is Burberry. It has that classic Burberry check pattern and colorway, and I think this one is perfect for the fall season. I don't know what it is. Any sort of checkered pattern or flannel, those sorts of things just make me think of pumpkins, leaves, fall, that sort of thing. So this is one that I really do love wearing in the fall time. And another thing, again, kind of on the same vein of materials, is something like this. Coated canvas, super easy to, maintain. It's great in the colder weather, in rain, snow, any of that sort of thing. It's really easy to wipe off. This one is a pouch from Louis Vuitton, which I use as a little mini crossbody bag. And this one is also a really great piece that I do find myself wearing year-round, but a lot in the colder weather as well. And so this one in particular, I think, is really great in the terms of colors. This is a really nice deep Louis Vuitton brown color. So I find, of course, this goes really well with a lot of different outfits of mine in the fall. The last thing that I want to touch on is kind of like a color. I don't know what it is, but I do really love metallics. So in the colder weather, I love bringing out my metallic bags. This one is the Rider 24, I believe. This is from Coach. It's in a classic kind of barrel style bag. And this one is fantastic for, again, just matching outfits, but something about the metallic leather is something that I really enjoy. And it's kind of fitting now that I've seen so much of that mirrored silver material being super popular through a multitude of brands, of course Coach being one of them. So this is just a great piece for me to pull out. And then one of my favorite bags as well for kind of fancier occasions is this one. This is the Parker 18, and again, it's this gunmetal metallic leather, and that has this black copper hardware as well. So something like this I bring a ton out during the fall weather, colder months, especially during like Christmas time as well. This is a great bag to use for events because it does fit quite a bit for the size of bag it is, because it has a nice decent depth. But I find this one is so great and a little bit more unexpected than, let's say, a black bag. So this one I think is really nice with just that nice metallic leather. So yeah, that's pretty much sort of the bags that I gravitate towards during the colder month and the fall season. I'd love to hear what your favorite bags are to wear during the fall winter season in the colder weather. If you have any questions, definitely leave those down in the comment section and I will do my best to answer them. Also, in terms of more information on any of the bags that I've shown in this video, I will leave links in the description box for anything that I've previously filmed. So if you're interested, definitely check those out. But aside from that, thank you so much as always for taking the time to watch my video, especially for those who have subscribed. I really appreciate it. But aside from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.